The Joker. A name that sends chills down your spine, a symbol of chaos and madness. Arthur Fleck, broken by society, became the Joker. His transformation is a descent into madness, a cautionary tale of pain and betrayal. This is the Joker's origin story. Gotham City, 1981. A city that never sleeps, but not in the way you might think. It's a place where the night is alive with the hum of neon lights and the constant patter of rain, casting an eerie glow over the towering skyscrapers. A decaying metropolis riddled with crime and corruption. The walls are covered in graffiti, a testament to the city's neglect. Buildings stand dilapidated, their former glory long forgotten. The streets are filled with garbage, rats, and despair. Overflowing bins line the sidewalks, and the stench of decay is inescapable. It's a city that has turned its back on its citizens, leaving them to fend for themselves. Homeless individuals huddle in dark alleys seeking shelter from the relentless rain. Arthur Fleck lives in this urban nightmare. His apartment is a reflection of the city itself, dark, cluttered, and suffocating. He gazes out of his grimy window, searching for a glimpse of hope in a world that offers none. He's a struggling comedian, caring for his ailing mother in a cramped apartment. His dreams of making people laugh are overshadowed by the harsh reality of his life. Arthur suffers from a neurological condition that causes him to laugh uncontrollably, often at the worst possible times. This involuntary laughter isolates him further. He's an outcast, mocked and ridiculed by those around him. The cruel laughter of others echoes in his mind, a constant reminder of his isolation. Arthur yearns for connection, for a moment of genuine human kindness, a simple handshake, a brief moment of eye contact. These small gestures mean the world to him, but Gotham offers him nothing but pain and indifference. The desolate streets at night are a reflection of his own loneliness. Gotham is more than just a backdrop to Arthur's descent. It's a living, breathing entity that feeds off the despair of its inhabitants. Gotham and Arthur are trapped in a toxic embrace, each feeding off the other's darkness. He stands on a rooftop, looking out over the city, knowing that he and Gotham are bound together in a never-ending cycle of pain and suffering. Deep down, Arthur Fleck is a dreamer, envisioning a life where he is celebrated and loved. He longs to bring laughter to the world, to share his unique perspective. Arthur dreams of standing on a grand stage, recognized for his talent. He idolizes Murray Franklin, a popular late-night talk show host. Arthur dreams of performing on Murray's show, imagining the spotlight on him. He envisions basking in the applause of a grateful audience. Arthur's comedy is his escape, a way to channel his inner turmoil. The world around him is harsh, but his humor is his shield. He pours his pain into his act, hoping to connect with others. But his jokes often fall flat, leaving him feeling isolated. He's too raw for a world that prefers safe humor. Each failed joke deepens his sense of inadequacy. The dream that sustains him becomes a bitter reminder of his failures. Yet, Arthur clings to his dream, hoping his moment will come. Life is a series of unfortunate events for Arthur Fleck. He loses his job, his medication is cut off, and his one source of joy, his mother, becomes gravely ill. He's beaten by a group of Wall Street thugs, betrayed by his idol Murray Franklin, and abandoned by the social worker assigned to help him. Each blow pushes Arthur closer to the edge. He becomes increasingly isolated, his grip on reality slipping with every passing day. The world, once a source of pain, now becomes a blur of meaningless faces and muffled sounds. Arthur is trapped in his own personal hell, a prisoner of his own mind. Section 5. The Subway, Descent into Darkness. The turning point in Arthur's transformation comes on a subway train. 3 drunken Wall Street executives harass a young woman. Arthur, already on edge, snaps. He laughs uncontrollably as he guns down the men in cold blood. This act of violence unleashes something dark and primal within Arthur. The subway shooting is a symbolic death and rebirth. Arthur Fleck, the struggling comedian, dies that night. In his place rises a new entity, a harbinger of chaos, a force of nature. The Joker is born. Section 6. Twisted Truths, Family Secrets Unveiled. Arthur's descent into madness is further fueled by a shocking revelation. He discovers that his mother, the woman he has dedicated his life to caring for, has been lying to him his entire life. She's not his biological mother. He was adopted, a product of abuse and neglect. This revelation shatters Arthur's already fragile sense of self. If the woman he thought was his mother could lie to him for his entire life, what else is a lie? The world, never a welcoming place, now becomes a terrifying hall of mirrors, reflecting back at him his own fractured identity. Section 7. The Abyss Gazes Back, Arthur's Breaking Point. The final straw comes when Arthur is invited to appear on Murray Franklin's show. He sees it as his one chance for redemption, his opportunity to finally make the world laugh. But his appearance quickly turns into a public humiliation. Murray mocks Arthur's comedy, his appearance, his very existence. In that moment, something inside Arthur breaks. The pain, the betrayal, the years of ridicule and neglect all come crashing down on him. He realizes the awful truth. The world doesn't want his laughter, it wants his pain. Section 8. Chaos on Live TV. A Descent into Madness. Fueled by rage and despair, Arthur pulls out a gun and shoots Murray Franklin live on television. The studio erupts into chaos. Arthur, now fully embraced by his Joker persona, laughs maniacally as the world watches in horror. This act of violence is not just an act of revenge against Murray Franklin, it's a declaration of war against a society that has wronged him, a society that has ignored his pain, a society that has created him. The Joker, once a victim, has now become the victimizer. Section 9. The Birth of a Symbol. Joker's reign begins. The murder of Murray Franklin sends shockwaves through Gotham. Riots erupt throughout the city as people, inspired by the Joker's act of defiance, take to the streets. They wear clown masks, embracing the chaos and destruction. The Joker, initially imprisoned, escapes during the chaos. He watches from a distance as the city burns, his laughter echoing through the night. In this moment of anarchy, the Joker becomes more than just a man. He becomes a symbol of chaos, an embodiment of society's deepest fears and darkest desires. Section 10. Reflections in the Rubble. The Price of Madness. In the aftermath of the riots, Gotham is left in ruins. The city is a physical manifestation of the Joker's fractured psyche, a testament to the destructive power of unchecked madness. But amidst the chaos, there's a chilling realization. Arthur Fleck is gone. The man who once yearned to bring laughter to the world is no more. In his place is a nihilistic force of nature, a being who revels in chaos and destruction. The Joker has triumphed, but at a terrible cost. He has won his freedom but lost his humanity in the process. Section 11. A Legacy of Laughter and Terror. Joker's Enduring Impact. The Joker's story is a tragedy, a cautionary tale about the dangers of societal neglect and the fine line between sanity and madness. He is a product of his environment, a monster created by the very people he terrorizes. The Joker's legacy is complex and contradictory. He is both a symbol of chaos and a reflection of our own societal ills. His laughter, once a source of comfort, now echoes as a chilling reminder of the fragility of the human psyche and the devastating consequences of our indifference to the suffering of others.